Hey, yo! Hey, yo!
The Rockets are looking to defeat their Western Conference rival going into this game. Thanks for joining us on this Tuesday night edition of the NBA and all its great action on 2K Sports. Joined by Greg Anthony, Steve Smith, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. And back in Utah following the road trip, it's the Jazz on home turf. They're still looking to settle into the new season, working on improving their record with each opportunity to try to pick up some wins.
Well, this is a bounce-back game for them, guys. I mean, they faced this team once before and came up empty-handed. So looking for a different outcome tonight, both for their confidence and then don't forget to try and win that season series.
And as things get ready to roll, let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's on the sideline. David?
Well, we talked about it before. Big shakeup in this game, guys, as both Prez and Justice Young are inserted into the starting lineup. When I asked the coach about the switch, he said they both have earned it. It's not hard to see that they energize the team when they're on the floor, and I wanted them doing that from the opening tip. The youth movement is in full effect for this team. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you for that, David, and a lot of faith being placed on these rookies.
But you had to know it was coming with how they have been playing together. You want to give rookies time to grow, but they both look ready for that starting spot.
And what a matchup we have between the guards here tonight. Smitty, as a guard yourself, did you ever try to one-up your assignment over the course of a game?
Yeah, you do. Sometimes you start listening and saying, hey, they had this guy ranked at my position a little bit higher, so you went at him. But then the ultimate for me at my position back then was Michael Jordan. But I had to go through Joe Dumars, Sprewell, Mitch Richmond, that two-guard position. Clyde Drexler, it was unbelievable. Allen Houston, the list can go on and on and
Every
on.
night.
Every night.
There was never a night off.
No way.
And the Houston Rockets starting five. Fresh, he's in at the point. Also Young out there. Green is out there with Marjanovic.
He's always one step ahead of the game. Passes like that show off his court vision.
So it's the Jazz now, following the score by Houston. Here's Gay. He can't hit that time. Great D that time from Green. Fires the three. They grab their own miss. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And Gia, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
He just never gives up on any play, any shot. He's always battling in the paint. He's one of the best at that position.
6 on the shot clock. And there's Gay outside. Another miss by Gay. Rockets have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Young in the corner, passes it to Fresh. Houston needs to get a shot. Goes back up, and the layup is good. And what a shakeup it is for this team. Several changes as both Prez and Justice Young have been inserted into the starting lineup.
And it's a big change to do all at once. But the way these two have been playing off one another, coming off the bench, it just made sense to give them more opportunities together.
Here's Fresh. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Portland.
And don't forget his unbelievable steal total in that game. I mean, almost to the point they didn't want to bring the ball up the floor.
For the Houston Rockets, they won their last contest in that game against the Trailblazers.
And Kevin, they showed how important it is to have a strong bench. I mean, when you are on the road, that depth is vital. I think they really utilized the second unit to extend their offensive assault and just really wore down their opponent.
Having quality starters is certainly crucial, but a versatile bench is just as important, I think. They've shown this plenty of times before.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
First quarter of play, we're about 3 minutes in. Gay right side. To halt the run. Back to Conley. Gay outside. Young with the steal. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The Jazz shooting their first free throw of the night.
And they've shot the ball well this season in terms of their attempts, 81%.
A lot of organizations obviously want to win now, but what I like about the Utah Jazz, they built this roster patiently, letting their young talent develop. This front office has taken a long view, not looking for shortcuts.
Here's Fresh. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Let's go. Keep
Just
the energy
a
up.
great
Keep the
hustle
energy
play
up.
there. Energy and passion. This is what you play the game for.
Conley with the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. And for the Utah Jazz, of course, Salt Lake City, not a big free agent destination by any means in some ways. Hasn't that, Steve, influenced their approach a little bit?
Yeah, I think so. They can't get the big names, unfortunately for them. They've done it through the draft, and they're trying to do it by developing a lot of their young players.
From 12 feet out, Green with the rebound. Last outing for Utah, it was a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota.
And if there's one aspect of the game that really stood out for me, it was the rebounding. Basketball is about possessions, and you saw a noticeable difference in terms of the effort both teams were putting forth.
And that was the primary difference maker to me. Their lack of getting boards is what ultimately buried them in that game.
Here's Fresh. He has 6. Shot clock at 6. He gets that one. Fresh has got 8 points.
You can't anticipate anything with him because his playmaking is so unpredictable.
Outside Conley. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Conley is so tricky down low, creating just enough space to get his shot over the defense.
Here's Fresh. Good work defensively by Conley. For Utah, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. Steve, when you reach this midway point of the season, are teams looking forward to the All-Star break as a chance to get some rest?
I think so, Kevin, but there are some teams that are steamrolling right into the All-Star break. They're playing well. You want to keep playing, but I think every team needs some rest. And what I love now is there's longer breaks in the All-Star break, giving the guys a few more extra days.
And it's tied up with that one. Rockets have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Fresh, covered by Conley. Shoots from 14. Bounces high off the rim and drops. 10 points for Fresh.
Really good shooting night for him, doing everything he can to help his team stretch this lead.
Timeout is called, first of the game for the Jazz.
Yeah, I think he just sees some things that can be improved and wants to get everybody back on the same page.
Definitely. He saw some stuff he didn't like out there, and I think taking this time to calm his guys down is the right call.
Now here's Conley. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
You can't afford to leave one of Conley's teammates wide open. He will make you pay.
Here's Fresh. Lets it go. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
Conley with the 3, and the Jazz another 3.
And they can't allow him too many open looks like that. That's just inviting trouble.
Here's Fresh. 10 points for him. Down low. That one, no good.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yes, you're absolutely right.
I'm
Beautiful
Prez,
pick.
and I approve that
Ugly
steal.
shot.
Bogdanovich is checked in for Utah. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Rudy Gay. Here's Conley. He's got 8. Here's Bogdanovich. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And nobody, guys, among the defenders stepping up to challenge him on that drive to the 10.
And Greg, he says, thank you very much, and sails in for the flush.
If you aren't going to at least step in front of him, you can't be surprised when he throws it down like that.
And he can't stop the run as he misses. Jazz leading by 5. to the paint. Up and in on the layup.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Here's Fresh. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. And out of bounds as the Jazz gain possession. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for Utah.
It seems like they found a nice middle ground here. There's some long range, some inside the arc. That kind of offensive versatility makes it really tough for a team to defend.
Utah's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. Outside Conley. Inside. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Here's Fresh. Over by Conley. Here's Fresh. He's got 10. 5 to shoot. 14 feet away. Off the left rim and out.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
From deep, Green. Utah with the rebound. Here's Mark Hoshvili. Off on the layup. Rockets trailed by 7. Here's Fresh. Misses and the dry spell continues. Pass to Bogdanovic. Down low. The feed now to Clarkson. And Bogdanovic kicks to Conley. And that basket pushes the lead to double digits. Conley's got 11 points.
Well, he's doing what keeps him ahead, and he's been doing it all quarter, respecting the hot streak.
And Coach Quinn Snyder. And we're starting the second quarter, about a minute gone.
Come to me.
Here's Fresh, over by Conley. Young in the corner. Pass to Fresh. And here is Martinez. Here's Fresh. Takes the 3. Hits the three-point bomb. 13 points in the game.
Really good job of creating just enough space to let that one fly.
And so in the game for the Rockets. Fresh, he's in at point guard. Also Young out there. And it's Martinez in at the 4. Here's Hernan Gomez. 8 points his last outing. Here's the screen from past the arc. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. From deep, Green. Kept alive by Houston. Young passes to Fresh. And the Jazz pushing it up now. Conley leading the charge. Nice D from Fresh.
Not the best shot right there with a good defender draped all over you.
No, not at all. When you see him guarding you, just try to move the basketball on.
Jazz leading by 5. Dishes it to Conley. A 3 ball. Again, Conley missing.
Well, he was red hot in the first quarter. Hit 3 threes. Now suddenly struggling to find the range.
And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. And the Jazz lead by 7. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Feeds it to Green. Uncovered. That one's not going to go. So Utah will take it the other way. They've led by as much as 10. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. And that will be the middle game of this 3-game homestand. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Utah has turned a corner, establishing its identity under Quinn Snyder as a youthful, defensive-minded team. Coach Snyder said, our players have gotten better. Our team has gotten better. There was a connectivity and a defensive mindset that was bubbling beneath the surface. The habits were there. The intensity was there. Things have just clicked. Kevin?
All right, DA, they're on the rise. Now, Green, following Rudy Gay's three-point attempt.
Let's see the stat sheet here on Mike Conley. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's around 14 points per game, 7 assists, and over 2.5 steals. And you look at his gaudy steal numbers defensively, he makes his presence felt on every possession. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Rockets trail by 9. Here's Fresh. 13 points in the game. And Young now, top of the key. Fires the three. The shot missing. Now the Jazz take it the other way. They just couldn't come out on top last time they took on the Rockets. That one was played down in Houston.
Just an amazing game when they met them last time out. Talk about a photo finish.
And the Jazz with possession here. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Nice ball movement by Utah. From 15 feet away, goes back up. Gay. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
He misses the free throw. And Rudy Gay, extremely versatile, has the size and athleticism to play a number of positions. He produces. But for some reason, you know, Greg, people always seem to want more out of the guy.
Yeah, some of the disrespect I think he deals with is because he hasn't played on a lot of winning teams. Greater efficiency and tougher defense are a couple of areas where he's still trying to improve. And they've gotten good looks, you know, so that's one reason they're frustrated. Maybe he can come up with something to get them an easy one, maybe get to the line.
Yeah, he has to get his offense moving again. It hasn't been bad, but it could be much better.
Rockets trail by 10. Here's Fresh. 13 points in the game. Shot to end this full run, and a hard slam there from Prez to finish off the play.
And that's the athleticism that had him so highly touted coming into the league.
Kicks to Gay. Defended by Young. There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. 18 feet out, and that one hits back iron.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly. And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
There's the dish to Conley. He feeds it to Gay. From the low block, it's tipped. Here's Fresh. 15 points in the game. A three-pointer off the mark. Jazz leading by 8. And here's Conley outside. Again, Conley missing.
And he's clearly just disappeared here this quarter, not making any contributions here with his offense.
You know, offense is about rhythm. He has lacked rhythm in this entire quarter.
Here's Fresh. Right now, checking his stats, he's averaging over 23 points a game. 6 to shoot. And that one goes long. Utah has got nothing but zeros from long range in the second quarter. 0 of 4. Yes, that goes in. Gay's got the lead up to 10 now for Utah.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
Well, that's how you bury an opponent when they're struggling. Don't ease up. Just keep going hard.
Now, here's Green. He's coming off a 16-point game against Portland. Puts it up from 17. Nice jump shot. Good. And it's a 12-point Jazz lead.
It's been about tempo and pace with this group, and it's led to a huge advantage in fast break points.
And when you can win the transition games, that means you're getting easy looks, and that can demoralize a defense.
And that one is good.
Let's go. Keep
17 points for Fresh.
He's been very decisive, very accurate shooting the basketball. Extremely
Timeout.
productive quarter so far.
Utah calls timeout. And in a lot of ways, the game today is not as rough as it was back when you played, Steve, in the 90s. But when you look at the current players, and I'm sure you've got a couple names, who are the most physical players you see in the league? And so we wrap up the first half. Jazz lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Joined by Coach Quinn Snyder. Quinn, your team is competing at a very high level. What do you think that's happening?
Well, we're trying to defend. And, we've been a little bit fortunate, too. They've missed some shots. But, more than anything, we just want to try to guard and make it hard on them.
Got to make them feel you. Thanks, Quinn. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
All right, come on, guys. Shake it off. These guys are relying on one man to beat us. He has got to work harder when they set a pick for him. Let's junk him, fellas. We're switching all ball screens starting right.
Welcome back, everyone, to Salt Lake City, Utah. That's the state capital right here in Utah. Really a sight to see when you get that kind of perspective from above. And the second half about to start here in just a few moments. It's been a clinic out there by Fresh.
The way he was able to attack the rim in that first half, defenders are going to need to start building walls and being connected defensively if they want to have any chance to stop him.
He has been relentless so far in this game. It really is going to have to be a total team effort to try to slow him down.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the Rockets. Fresh in at point guard. Also young out there. Marjanovic is out there with Green. Here's Gay outside.
And that's not the best of shot selection there. The defense definitely won that possession.
Because he's really good defending all the way out to the three-point line.
Now here's Green. Guarded closer. He used that pick just right. Green's got the first points to start out the third quarter for the Rockets.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
On the defensive end, you have to fight through screen. That is a commitment.
Nobody near Gay. No good from outside. Rockets trailed by 5. Outside, Green. Here's Fresh. Over by Conley. And that one's good. Fresh.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. There's a good screen. On deep, Gay, but he gets it back. Passes it to Hernan Gomez. No one near Conley as he lets it go. Drills it from outside. Conley's got 14.
Oh boy, when Conley's hot, you need to keep getting him the ball.
Here's Fresh. Over by Conley. There's a screen by Marjanovic. Green inside the three-point line. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
Houston shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. The first one falls. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Jazz leading by 4. Conley with it. He's got 14. To the inside. Got a piece of it. Here's Hernan Gomez. It's deflected. Green left side. Good on the baseline, Jay. Green's got his second basket of the night.
The mid-range jumper is a high percentage shot for him, and when he's got that much room, forget about it.
They set the screen. Pass to Gay. Down low. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He has 6.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Here's Fresh, who's got 19. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Michael Conley. That is his first foul of the game. Martinez, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Here's Fresh, over by Conley. Shot clock at 6. Fresh, the pass to Green. Houston moving it around. And here's Young from the arc. And Young just drilling the three there. Nice look.
And that's the shot that's dropping for Young when he is playing with confidence.
The feed to Gay. Rockets with the rebound. Fresh has got his 5th rebound in this one.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Young in the corner. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Jazz have gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, sir. No good from Hernan Gomez. Houston's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Here's Fresh, over by Conley. Fresh can't get it to go. Utah leading. Hernan Gomez passes to Conley. Down low. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
Mike Conley's steady and reliable, Steve, at that point guard position.
Well, they call him a true point guard, and the reason why, he can score, he can defend, he can distribute, and he's a leader on the team. He's a throwback from the old point guards back in the day.
Defended by Young. Pass to Gay. A 3-ball. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
There it is. Just lined it up and knocked it down. His first 3 of the half, 2nd of the game.
Here's Fresh. He's got 19. And he comes up with the deuce. Fresh has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
You know what? He doesn't get worn down coming off a big game. It just builds him up even more.
Back to Conley. It's tipped. Second chance shot. And can't hit the shot. But they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line.
Mike Conley is an effective two-way player. He's masterful at running the offense for you. And he is a big-time defender at that point guard position.
And that one falls for Mike. Utah leading by 13. We've got Rudy Gay. Bogdanovich out there with Conley. And it's Hernan Gomez in at the 5. It's the group right now for Utah. No good on the 3. The Rockets shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Bobbed up there for Green. No good. Shot missing.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Yeah, the highlight reel was in his mind. Just lay it up. And what a terrific job he's doing tonight. No trouble going in there among the trees and pulling down monster rebounds.
Now here's Conley. He's tightly guarded. 3-pointer. And the rebound goes to the Rockets.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to tell him to ease up off the threes.
Here's Fresh. Soft touch off the glass. Fresh has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for the Rockets. Jazz have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. And here's Conley outside. The Rockets pull it in. Green's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Fresh. Outside, Green. But they'll get another chance. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Here's Fresh. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Hits the front of the rim and out. Jazz leading by 11. Dishes to Conley. Gay outside. There's the three. The Jazz with another miss.
If his shots were just a little more on point tonight, they'd be holding a much bigger lead right now.
Fresh, the pass to Green. Here's Fresh, over by Conley. Back to Green. There's a screen by Marjanovic. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
He's a great offensive rebounder, and he showed it.
Now here's Conley. Gay outside. Conley sets a screen for Gay. Drills it from outside.
All about converting your opportunities. He just hit his second three of this half, third of the night.
Rockets trail by 12. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Feeds to Green. And denied. He sends it right off the glass.
You know, even though he's been off the mark this quarter, he's trying not to let it shake his confidence.
Here's Fresh. It's good. Fresh has got 4 points now in the quarter.
For you, well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Conley. And the layup's good off the glass.
Masterful control by Mike Conley, keeping his eyes on the rim and nailing the shot through contact.
Fresh, the pass to Green. Green, the screen. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. Here's Marjanovic.
Clearly a foul.
The free throw drops from Marjanovic. So often there are always interesting stories for every NBA player, Smitty, as to how they got involved in the sport. How did you begin playing basketball?
You know, my dad built a basketball court in the backyard, and that's the way I first started playing. But
how old were you?
I was probably about 7 or 8, but then there was this guy that went to my high school that everybody talked about. I got a chance to be around him. Spencer Haywood.
Oh, you're
really
kidding.
influenced me. One of the greats in the city of Detroit and one of the greats to ever play.
No kidding. And how did he influence you? As a young kid, he got a hold of you?
He did, because you got a chance to talk to a pro.
Yeah.
And then I think guys that I didn't get a chance to touch early, but they were from my area, was George Gervin and Magic Johnson. You know, Kevin, they used to call me Irvin Gervin.
I like that. No better nickname, huh?
Not at all.
That's
You
the
can
best.
pass it and can shoot it.
Oh, that's terrific. Jazz leading by 10. Outside Conley. There's the three. Again, Conley missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Shots good from Young. Well, something you never like to see, but guys, he definitely looks hurt.
Yeah, so tough to see when a player goes down with an injury like that.
Yeah, this one looks like it could be really bad. Hopefully we can get an update on this one pretty soon.
Butler, he's checked in for Utah. Gay outside. Fires the three. The rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got 11 rebounds in the game. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Gay.
They're fortunate the defender couldn't control it. Almost lost that possession.
Here's Fresh. Unable to get that one. Now the Jazz take it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
How about that one? Able to maintain control and finish the play. We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Rockets trailed by 11. Fires from deep. Connects from three-point range. Fresh has got 11 in the second half.
And as they're trailing in this game, they're trying to stay in it with the triple. They're shooting a lot more of them than they did in the first half.
There's the pass to Hernan Gomez. Gay dishes to Butler. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Butler's got 19 points.
I love the adjustments he's made here in the second half, getting the looks he wants now and shooting a much higher percentage.
Here's Fresh. And another three for Houston.
He has gotten into a terrific groove here, trying to wheel his team back into this.
Now Butler. From deep, Gay. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. And that's 17 points for Gay.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
I'll tell you, he is scorching the Nets this quarter. Maybe that'll help wake up some of his teammates.
And this is one of the things they need to keep doing in the second half to get this win. Keep knocking down those free throws. They've been sensational here at the line.
Here's the screen. The three. And Utah, another three.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
Timeout called the Rockets. Rockets trail by 10. Okay, time now for an injury report. And now David Aldridge has an update for us on Mike Conley. What's the news, David?
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from the Jazz's head athletic trainer. He told me that it appears as though he broke his toe on that play. Boy, losing a player like him right now, just a huge blow. They depend on this guy so much, Kevin.
David, thanks for the great update, guys. It doesn't sound good.
No, if that report is accurate, he's going to be spending a lot of time in rehab and on the sideline.
I know he'll fight back hard to get back on the floor. He wants to be out here with his teammates.
Here's Fresh. That three off the mark.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets trail by 7. Here's Fresh. He kicks to Green. For three. Rebounded by the Jazz.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Passes to Hernan Gomez. Jazz passing it around. 6 on the shot clock. And Fresh picks up the foul. Rockets on defense. Chalk up 2 there. And the Jazz lead by 9.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
.114 left in the fourth quarter. Outside, Green. Shot clock at 6. Buries the long-range jumper. Green's got 10 points in just the second half.
And it seems as if someone got their signals crossed. If he can wind up that open from three-point range, I'm sure that was not a part of the game plan.
Basket counts. Houston's gone over and over to the three-point shot in the fourth quarter. 4 of 9. Here's Fresh. There's a screen by Marjanovic. And the wide-open shot from Green. And it's Houston with another.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
You know, that job of getting through screen is not pretty, but somebody has to do it.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. Poked loose, and it's out of bounds. Utah able to retain possession here. That shot missing, and Houston the other way now.
Time running low here.
Yes, in this possession, they have to have an immediate shot, and then they got to foul quickly.
Here's Green. Count it! And now they trail by just 4.
And really, the defense didn't do a lot to fight around that screen on that possession.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Shooting for Utah, number 6. At the line for 2.
First free throw is good, and that puts them up by 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. That's going to be over. Pellets not watching for the line that time.
That's me. That was on me.
Utah with the ball, and Fresh picks up the foul. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we'll head to the line for 2.
Shooting for Utah, number 6. At the line for 2.
Gets the first, and that increases their lead to 6. And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there. Fires for 3. No good that time. And so it's Utah with the win. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge, Steve Smith, and the rest of our terrific 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. See you later.
Hey, man, I need you to make the All-Star team this year.
You know I'm working on it.
I'm serious. I ain't never been. I'm trying to go to All-Star weekend. Please. Please. Get it together.
Okay.
It's all you.
All right. You can make it
No,
too.
no, no.
Okay, me.
You.
I got it.
You Prez.
Yep.
Denver Prez.
All-Star.
Guy going to the All-Star game.
All-Star? Got going.
You got it.
Cool.